my name is Jennifer, and my mission is to help you to learn belly dance as quickly and easily as possible and to have so much fun doing it. In today's video, I'm so excited because I watched a lot of Shakira videos and I identified the top 5 Shakira belly dance moves, and I'm gonna show you how to do them today in this video. And make sure you stay into the end because I'm gonna show you a fun little choreography where we're gonna put some of those moves in there into a little routine. And then I also have a special bonus. I call it like my cheat shortcut to make any belly dance move look better, sharper, like you're an expert, like instantly. So I'm gonna show you that at the end as well. So let's get belly dancing and let's dance, belly dance like Shakira and have some fun. All right, so let's warm up before we get into our Shakira moves. And what I want you to do here is just bend the knees. So you're just bending your knees one at a time while you're keeping your rib cage lifted, and you're gonna really warm up your core here and your obliques. So I'll show you from the side here. So I'm lifting here and I'm just dropping. I'm already feeling my core engaged. And this isn't just a warm-up. This is gonna get your body into the right dynamic for doing figure eights, vertical figure eights. So we're bending, bend the knees, bend while we lift. So I'm really excited to show you these top 5 Shakira moves, and I really just love how Shakira brought a lot of attention and honoring to belly dance. And when she did that halftime Super Bowl show with Jennifer Lopez, that got people excited again about belly dance. And so I'm really grateful to Shakira for getting people in love with belly dance and appreciating it as a beautiful dance form. Okay, so let's just open up the feet a little bit and let's squat. So we're just doing a plie squat and lift. So we bend. So we're warming up the legs, we're warming up the sides, we're warming up the arms. And let's reach it to the side. You're really getting those obliques strong here. Really lifting up. Reach. Good. Now we're gonna just do a step tap with this reach. Reach, reach, reach. Good. And now go across, cross. Again, we're really warming up, strengthening the obliques. You really want to pull through the top of your head. So we're really working on that posture as well. Reach, reach, reach. Good. Now we're going to do a step together touch. Step, touch, step, touch. Good, now take those shoulders back. Back, I'm dropping coins. That's what happens when you wear a coin belt. And forward, forward. 3, 2, 1. And back. 2, 3, and 4, and forward. Ouch, I'm stepping on them. 2, 3, they're like little BBs. Okay, step. Now we're just taking that step touch into a step hip. Oh my God, that hurts. Step, touch, step, touch, step, touch. So this is called a step hip. It's a very common belly dance move, and it's great for traveling. So you can see I'm going forward and back. You can stay in place or you can go forward and back. And back. You could also go out to the side, 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 or back, 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 back. Good, let's just do a hip circle here. Just warming up the hips. And reverse. Good. All right, now I hope that you're warmed up. And let's get into it. So the first Shakira belly dance move that I want to show you is the hip drop. And this is such a common, another very common move in belly dance. It looks really cool. And what you're gonna do to do this movement, the hip drop, is you need to have a little bit of a bend in your standing leg. This is super important because when I'm doing this hip drop, if this knee is straight, I'm completely locked up. Like there is nowhere for my hip to go. And what happens is the more you concentrate on trying to get a move right, your knee is gonna straighten and you're gonna lock up. So keep reminding yourself to keep that knee bent when you're doing the hip drop. Tuck your tailbone under. So you wanna pull your belly button into your spine and then watch here in your upper body, you're gonna lift up. Shoulders down and back, squeeze the shoulder blades together. The hip drop, you're squeezing in the side. So I'm drawing my hip into my rib cage. So if you think about the seam line of your shirt, right here, so you're lift, drop, lift, drop, lift, drop, lift, drop, lift, drop. Watch that posture. Let's try it on the other side. And just so you know, you're probably gonna feel some fatigue in these glute muscles because these are stabilizing you. So you're probably gonna feel that here. So let's go on the other side. Again, nice soft bend in that standing knee. You're gonna tuck the tailbone under, lift the chest, shoulder down and back, lift, drop. Drop, squeeze. So I want my hip to kiss my rib cage. Mwah, 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 mwah. Want them to make contact and kiss, 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 kiss. And then if we speed it up, we drop, 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 drop. And you can see my standing knee kind of bends and straightens naturally as this other hip comes up and down. Another thing I want to mention is when you come down on the drop, make sure you don't put weight into that opposite hip because that's going to create some tension in that hip joint. You just release straight down. Down, not side. It's up, down, up, down, up, down. Okay, all right, let's just stretch it out a little bit. So that is the hip drop. And reverse. Okay, now we're gonna do the hip bump. So the hip bump looks like this. And there's different variations on that I'll show you in a minute. But this actually is using the same muscles, your obliques, as when we were doing the hip drop. The only difference here is that my feet are flat. Again, I want to tuck the tailbone under, pull the belly button into the spine, shoulders down and back, and I'm squeezing with a flat foot here. And I'm trying to bend my knees as much as I possibly can. Boom, 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 boom. And you could even lift your foot. It gives you a little bit more leverage And you can feel like you're pushing against the ground. Push, push, push. Again, be careful though that you don't put too much momentum into that hip. It's more of a contraction up, even though it looks like I'm going to the side, okay? So I'm focusing on this squeeze here, up, 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 and not side, side, side. So we can go 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Or we can go front. I see Shakira do this one a lot, and some variations on going front and back with the hip bump. Front, back, front, back, front, but it's still a hip bump. And I'm also squeezing my glutes here to help me get a little bit of a stronger contraction. Squeeze, 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 squeeze. So we're gonna use this as a transition into this other move Shakira does a lot. Move number 3, called the choo-choo shimmy. And this, I think, is really a variation on this hip bump, but it's done on the toes and it's done very fast. So I'm focusing here on squeezing here in my obliques. I'm creating a little bit of a contraction here in my glutes. Squeeze, squeeze, okay? Now, to do the choo-choo, you just speed it up. And you can create little figure eights. You can travel in a circle. So that's the choo-choo. And that's an intense move, and you really feel it in your quads. So, whew, my heart rate is up. So that is move number 3. Move number 4 is a vertical figure 8 going down to up, down to up. Again, we're working these obliques. We bend and bring in that hip. Bend, we send our hip out to the side and squeeze. Sit, slide, squeeze. Up, up. So as you can see, nothing is happening going forward and back. It's all up and down. Up, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up, down, up. Good. Now we're gonna just reverse that vertical figure 8, and we're gonna go up to down, up to down. And this is called a Maya, M-A-Y-A. Side, squeeze. Down, up and down. And when you get really strong with this, you can do it without lifting your heels once you get really good at that contraction. Okay, good. So those were 5. I'm going to review them with you real quick. We did our hip drop. That was number 1. We did our bump, 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 bump. We could do a double, double right, double left. We can go forward, back on our toes with that hip bump. And then when we're doing that hip bump on our toes and we speed it up, it becomes this choo-choo shimmy. And then we had our vertical figure 8s going down to up and up to down, up to down, up to down, up to down, up to down. Squeeze, slide, squeeze, slide. Good, so that was the 5 Shakira moves. Now we're gonna put this into a fun little combo and I'll break it down for you.